Overthinking is a curse. It makes you tired, it makes you feel overwhelmed, it affects your mental, physical, and emotional health. Let's check some of the signs that might tell you that you are an overthinker. If you are one of those people who seeks perfection in everything they do, you might be an overthinker. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that striving for perfection is not right, but there's a difference between being perfect and striving for perfection. Perfection means when you see things as 100 out of 100, when you feel like there is nothing wrong with something. That is not true. That is not possible. So striving for perfection, although, is a different thing as compared to perfection. And when you go for the perfection, you try and tend to overthink every little thing that might not have as much impact as you think it has, and that makes you slow in achieving the target within the designated time that you have allotted to achieve. The second symptom might be that you fall into a bad mood for no reason. And it happens how? You tend to start to think on a specific aspect of your life and you keep on thinking, and God forbid if you went down the negative trail of it, you don't stop yourself until it's too late. Your mood is on chance, 100% on chance, because if you start to think on a positive note of that certain aspect of your life, you are going to think about that and be happy. But if God forbid you went on to the negative trail, you are going to think more and more, and that will demotivate you, that puts you in a mood that will drain your mental energy. The third sign that might exist is that you find it difficult to sleep because your mind keeps on rethinking about the old stuff that already exists, and that makes it really difficult for you to calm your mind. And when you fail to calm your nerves, it becomes really hard to fall asleep. The fourth symptom of you being the overthinker might be that you find it difficult to let it go. You try and think of something and you went down the negative trail and you keep on thinking, and you realize after some time that it's an overthinking. What you have been thinking is not right, and it will lead to nowhere, and it will not benefit you in any way possible. But then you still keep on thinking about it. You fail to let it go. You fail to let your fear go. If it's about the fear, you let your fear go. If it's about a negative thought, you fail to let your negative thought. And in order to do that, you have to make extra efforts, and even those efforts will take a lot of time. That means you are an overthinker. In the next video, we'll try and discuss how to overcome this problem. But for now, we will move on to the last point of our discussion about the signs that you are an overthinker. The last point is that you think more than you do. I mean, when you try to achieve the perfection rather than striving for perfection, you try and achieve the perfection. You actually think and plan and rethink and replan and try and do. You are thinking every possible aspect of the work that needs to be done, and you went into those little nitty-gritty that eventually matters or not is highly irrelevant. But then you keep on planning, and then you have to replan because of the new factors coming in. The situation changes over time. Even the next day, your thinking pattern is different than the last day, so you replan your moves the next day. And what happens is that the actual work that needs to be done is getting delayed because of you keeps on thinking, keeps on planning. I hope that this video will help you assess yourself to be an overthinker. So keep the life simple. Inshallah, we'll meet you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.